Good morning. Today I am going to talk to you about a fountain pen that has quickly become part of my daily use. This is the Midori MD Fountain Pen. So let's get into it and see what I like about it. Okay, so I'm going to start by talking about the build of this pen. I really like the metal lid. It has a nice click. The plastic body is probably the least favourite part of the pen for me. The lid posts very nicely, and then when it is posted, it fits very comfortably in the hand. I do like the presentation of the ink part of the feed. The nib is really nice, and it's very interesting. It's got this curved vibe that it comes down, which makes for an interesting writing experience. So what I find is that this pen is a great pen for just writing my morning pages. I've written a lot of these pages with this pen this month. I've been using this pen for about a month. I now have a decent amount of pens to choose from. So I've got a Midori medium nib, I've got a Sailor fine nib, and this one. And I find this pen is the pen that I get the most pleasure out of. One thing I do want to talk about though is there is a little bit of, just here, it's only in one place on the pen, but just here there is a bit of, I don't know, I don't like it. It's a bit scratchy. And sometimes when I'm holding the pen, it can feel a little bit scratchy. The other thing is that it seems to, when I post the lid, ink gets on the pen. Those are probably the two things that I'm not such a fan of. Is mainly this plastic body. I think it would be nicer if it was out of a different material. So it's a decent pen. The other thing is that the refill cartridge doesn't come with it, and it was quite an expensive refill cartridge. I've had this pen for about a month. I've also been camping while I had this pen, and I wrote my morning pages outside without a table, and I found this pen very friendly while writing my morning pages sort of on my lap. So I think this is a very good everyday pen. I would say it's probably a medium priced pen. I've got cheaper ones. This was about 1,200 Thai baht, which is a little bit under, I think it's about 37 US dollars. So it's a medium priced pen. It's not cheap and it's not expensive. But I think that this is a great everyday pen. I am definitely enjoying it. I think it's quite good for writing quickly. This sailor pen, the fine nib sailor pen that I have, is definitely one which is for slower writing. Some days I want to write slowly, but if I'm going to work and I'm writing my morning pages, I've got 3 pages to write, and I've got to probably do that in about 30 minutes. So I've been finding that this pen is good for that purpose. I think it helps having this curved nib, means that I'm able just to quickly, I am able to write at a decent speed when using this pen, which makes it a good daily driver. Okay, so that was the video on this Midori MD Fountain Pen. I hope you found it interesting. Another part of my process is using this Koiko fountain pen to write the dates on the top of my morning pages. I have a video on that, so check that out if you're interested. Otherwise, I hope you have an awesome day, and thank you so much for watching.